Hello, greetings and welcome. This is Terry, astrologer, Reiki master teacher, and today I want to talk to you about the solar storms, X1 record-breaking solar storms we've been having that NASA has been tracking. And this is something that you can research for yourself. You can go down a whole rabbit hole and learn about these solar storms. But I've just had so many friends and family members and people I know just saying, what is going on? The energy is so crazy. I've had headaches. I feel dizzy, vertigo. Like I physically feel this weird energy happening. And I think all of that is coming from these incredible solar storms that we've been having, the likes we've never seen. It's causing incredible Aurora Borealis. If you are out somewhere where you can see the Aurora Borealis, I wish that I could go somewhere at 3 in the morning with major cameras and get this. I would love to see footage of this. But it all is aligning with this eclipse portal that we're in, combined with this powerful Venus-Sun cazimi, where Venus is in the heart of the sun. We're just living through such an intense astrological time right now, and I've done a whole bunch of videos. You can just go on a binge cycle watching all the videos about the eclipse portal and the Sabian symbols and the eclipse for each zodiac and the Venus-Sun cazimi, not to mention the 9-star key astrology. There is just a lot going on, and I have a lot to say about what is going on, as everybody keeps asking me. NASA has been observing a fierce solar flare storm that has been happening since October 12th. And these solar storms can be so unpredictable. We might not know the level until afterwards. And solar flares are these powerful bursts of energy. Flares and solar eruptions can even impact radio communications, internet, electrical power grids, navigational signals at airports, and they pose risks to spacecraft and astronauts particularly, which is why NASA tracks these storms so well. And you can go to the NASA website and really learn more about this if you're interested. And solar flares happen when the powerful magnetic fields in and around the sun reconnect. And these are often seen as sunspots where the magnetic fields are the strongest. And the flares are classified according to their strength. The smallest solar flares are in the B class, following by C, M, and X, the largest. This October, we have been having the largest X-scale solar storms ever. And similar to the Richter scale that is used for earthquakes, each letter represents a 10-fold increase in energy output. So an X storm is 10 times an M storm and 100 times as powerful as a C storm. On October 2nd, we had an X1 solar flare, and NASA's Solar Dynamics Observatory captured this image that shows extreme ultraviolet light beams. And an M-class flare can cause brief radio blackouts, minor radiation storms, and some incredible Aurora Borealis. And although X is the last letter, there have been flares that are more than 10 times the power of an X1. So X-class flares can go higher the 9, and the most powerful flare ever on record was in 2003, and it could not be accurately measured because it completely overloaded the sensors that were measuring it. So they cut out at X28, and a powerful X-class flare like that can create long-lasting radiation storms, and these solar storms can affect us physically, emotionally, and energetically. They affect our health, as the Journal of Biomedical Science has clearly researched and shown. And you can go and do your research, go down the rabbit hole of the Journal of Biomedical Science. It is fascinating. And the side effects of these solar storms that many of my clients have even been complaining about all month long as we've been hitting these X1 solar storm marks is insomnia. Waking up throughout the night, but also having extreme exhaustion where you're just tired all day and you can't wait to go to sleep. But then when you go to sleep, you can't sleep and you're just wired and you're just thinking about everything. And another symptom is excessive thirst and dehydration, even no matter how much you get to drink. And that is the solar flares. It's like you just cannot hydrate, even when you're doing hydration drinks. And perhaps your ears are ringing. Oh my goodness, I've been having this one, and that's when I can always tell we're having a solar storm, because my ears just start ringing. And lately it's been like there's radios in my ear just going like weird, different kinds of ringing. It's really bizarre. I've had my ears checked. They're fine. It really is the solar flares. And maybe if you have any of these symptoms, I would love to know. I'd feel less alone if you guys leave a comment down below and let me know if any of these symptoms are ringing true for you this month. And the more serious symptom is a cardiac disturbance, including cardiac arrhythmia, and even heart attacks have been shown to be on the rise in these months when we've had extreme solar flares and solar storms. So really take care of your heart this month. And low blood sugar, or just feeling like your blood sugar levels are imbalanced. Severe headaches and migraines. That's what I'm really hearing from my massage clients, that so many people are having these headaches this month. And all kinds of blood circulation issues, either increased high blood pressure or even extremely low blood pressure. And there's been shown to be an increase in strokes during solar flare storms. So maybe you know someone who's had a stroke. And there's also these similar feelings of altitude sickness, dizziness, vertigo, confusion, off balance, and feeling like you can't remember short-term memory things like, why did I just walk into the kitchen? All of that kind of just feeling off. So many people are just like, I just feel energetically off right now, like I'm not grounded and I'm not balanced, and I feel almost crooked in some ways. I'm hearing that a lot. And you can also have anger or extreme emotional outbursts that just seem like they're not your usual way of being. So if you have had any of these solar flare symptoms, leave a comment. I'd love to know. And you can keep your eye on these solar storms by following NASA reports for when they're coming and what degree they are. And it really is fascinating to see. Whenever I'm feeling off, I will often check to see if there has been a solar storm or some kind of seismic earthquake activity, and it almost always correlates. It's really fascinating. So I hope you enjoyed this little mini solar storm reading. Let me know your thoughts about solar storms.